Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The Australian dollar presently trades around that 72-cent handle and holding steady near its highs as markets remain in wait and see mode ahead of Tuesday's RBA rate decision. Setting up a pivotal week for the markets. Expectations are firmly tilted towards a 25 base point hike to 4.35%, backed by persistent inflation pressures, with the CPI at 4.6% year on year in March, well above the RBA's 2 to 3% target, keeping the Australian dollar supported. In the US, focus also turns to later in the week on Friday, when we look at the non-farm payrolls for April, with a consensus of 49,000 jobs added. It always comes in a little bit low, but ends up a little bit higher, but well below the 12-month average as well, and the unemployment at 4.3%. The Fed recently held rates at 3.5 to 3.75, which has left the US dollar somewhat sideways, but still driven by incoming data. As we turn to the technicals, you can see that there is much of a decline from the RSI, no momentum from the MACD, and therefore with a bit of divergence here, could see the market drop much further. And given the fact we've got a gravestone doji, I'm just still looking for a downward move to around 71 cents and reassess from there. Turning to the euro, the market was whipsawed after a stab to the upside has left it a little bit uncertain, and therefore we can see possibly a further decline into the week towards 116.65 to 115.80 and reassess. The dollar yen will, after much talk of a possible intervention, when you look at this candle, the market is still whipsawed and did drop briefly this morning to 155.69 before recovering. Technicals are still heavy. I am neutral though, due to the fact that 156 was reached. That was my target, and time to reassess. As you can see, that 3 stabs towards that bottom side of 156 has left it a little bit uncertain, so hence why I'm neutral and look for a better technical play to support the market call. Turning to sterling, the market was also whipsaw and still may potentially fall towards the bottom side of this range, seen around 135 and reassess. Commodities, I'm still neutral, but we can see there is a bit of a downward turn here, and therefore keeping the market towards the bottom side of 4,500 as a potential target. I'm not overly strong on that call, but I'm still just supporting the indicators in case it comes through. And the oil is back under $100 a barrel. Doesn't like being up above there. And as you can see now, the market is still a little bit uncertain when it comes to the technicals. They are heavy. Let's see if we do see a weaker play into this week. That's a wrap. Thank you for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to the new week.